Hey, how's it going, sexy felines? My name is CJ, or M.C.I.K, or mycatiskyo. Welcome everybody back to another Warframe video. Today, we're going to be taking a look on, finally, the War Within. Oh yeah, that's right. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about Cephalon Simaris. I have not done a lot of videos about him and on him, and talking about the rewards and all that stuff. And I feel like today I would do a video kind of in-depth talking about pretty much everything, the best way to farm the reputation and the standing for Cephalon Simaris, so that way you guys can get all the great rewards that I'm going to talk about today. Things like the simulation room, mods for the Helios, transmutation cores, all of the above today. Yes, I hope you guys do enjoy. I'm going to talk about those today, and yeah. Also, I am just now getting over strep throat. My throat is killing me a little bit. It's getting better. I'll just give it that. It's getting better. It doesn't sound as nearly as bad, so yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into this. So who is Cephalon Simaris? Cephalon Simaris is just another AI, sort of like Ordis. He stays in the sanctuary room all the time, and if you're wondering how to get to Cephalon Simaris, he's in pretty much any relay you go to, except for Maru's Bazaar, and he's upstairs after you go up the elevator, and he's on the right side. It's pretty simple about how, so his system is pretty simple. What he really wants to do is get more knowledge, preserve stuff, yada yada yada, and he needs your help to basically scan things and bring him synthesis targets and all that good jazz. And you can find these on going on missions and whatnot and scanning them with the scanner, the special scanner that Cephalon Simaris gives you. Or the more easier way to get reputation for Simaris is probably the best way to do it, in my opinion, would be just scanning enemies in general using the synthesis scanner. Now he'll give you side missions to go on to go after certain targets, more valuable targets. You can go scan those for more. But I've found, in my opinion, it's better to just go out and scan a shit ton of them rather than scanning one target. So if you want a really good way to farm reputation, then I would say definitely go out and scan a bunch of enemies, go into like an exterminator or something and just scan a shit ton of them. That's going to be a lot better and more efficient than scanning one target at a time. You can still scan those targets, but on the breaks in the meantime, then I would say definitely go and scan tons of more enemies on like an exterminate, a Grenier exterminate. That'd be great. So to start hunting, you're going to need two things, and these two things can be purchased from Cephalon Simaris in his shop, so to speak. That is the synthesis scanner and the kinetic traps. Kinetic traps are optional. Those are going to make your life a lot easier for scanning certain targets, ones that run away. For the most part, you won't need those. Anyway, the synthesis scanners are 5,000 each, 5,000 credits. Always stay stocked up on those. You'll need a lot of those. And as for the rest of the rewards, they're all going to be bought through Cephalon Simaris' standing. That means you need to go get standing in order to buy and get the rest of these items that he is giving to you for standing. So the best way to get reputation for Cephalon Simaris, people have been already finding this out, and I thought I would tell you guys about it anyway. If you guys did not know, scanning enemies give you, you know, a pretty good amount of reputation every time you scan one. And I'm talking about normal enemies, basic enemies like, for instance, Lancers or crewmen, general enemies. Nothing really crazy about them. They give you a good bit of reputation. However, if you scan them undetected and they do not see you, it gives you more reputation. So the best way to farm reputation efficiently and faster would definitely be to go with Loki, Ivara, or Ash if you really wanted to, and go on an exterminator or something like maybe a capture. Either one that has quite a few enemies that spawn. That's why exterminates are good, because sometimes you can get 125 enemies that spawn, and the max amount of synthesis scanners that you can bring into each mission. Even if you bought 1,000 synthesis scanners, you can only bring 99 into a mission, or 100, I think. So that means no matter what mission you do, you're going to only be able to scan 99 or 100 of them. After that, you run out of scanners. When you go back to the ship and come back to another mission, you'll have refilled scanners back up to 99 again. So yeah, when you hop into a mission, all you gotta do is get some energy, lay some pads down if you have it, go invisible, and start scanning enemies. Like I said, if you stay undetected, you'll get a lot more reputation every time you scan one, and that'll make the process go a lot faster. And also, each run, you'll be able to earn a lot more. So it's more efficient. When you start to get reputation, you'll be able to come back to Cephalon Simaris and purchase things like transmutation cores. These are going to help you transmute things a lot easier, and more specifically, you can kind of shoot for mods that you want. Let's say you want Rage. That's going to be a V-Polarity mod. And if you have a V-Polarity transmutation core, you'll be able to kind of guarantee a V-Polarity mod coming out at the end. Not to mention, you're not going to pay any credits for transmutation. So these can be very helpful if you want to get certain mods from transmutation. However, really good buys from Cephalon Simaris withstanding would be these widgets. They're just going to make scanning things a lot easier and more efficient. For instance, the Cross Matrix widget. This is basically going to give you a chance to count as 2 scans every time you scan one enemy. Basically meaning doubles. Basically doubling your amount. Let's say you got 50. Let's say you would get 50 on a scan. This is just an example. And if you have this widget equipped, basically when you purchase this for 50,000 standing, you'll have a chance to get 100 instead each time you scan one. So this can really be helpful for maximizing your reputation per run. So if you guys need some 2 cents, I would definitely say get this one first. The Sol battery widget. This is gonna be I'd say on more of the useless side. It recharges synthesis scanners, so that way you don't have to keep buying more. This can be really useful. I personally don't think it's useful at all, but if you guys want to get this, you're more than welcome to. And the last one is the Vector Thread widget. This is going to be very helpful. It reduces the scan time, basically, making it a lot faster. You can scan the enemy faster and then kill them if you're doing an exterminate. Because if you're doing an exterminate, you got to scan them and then you got to kill them. Scan, kill, scan, kill. You got to. It's kind of repetitive, but that's what you gotta do. So using this widget can be very helpful if you want to make the process go a lot faster. And yeah, guys, that's actually how you farm reputation and what you can do with it as well. You will have a daily cap. Just keep in mind, guys, at whatever mastery rank you're at, let's say, for instance, my mastery rank is 19. So my reputation cap for Cephalon Simaris is going to cap off at 19,000. Meaning if I got 19,000 in one mission, I will not be able to get any more pretty much at all. Until the next day, of course, it goes over, which is 8 o'clock for my time. That's when it goes into the next day. Anyway, guys, getting back to the rewards, I want to talk about some new things that I actually have not seen until recently. I've been kind of getting more into Cephalon Simaris and doing more runs and getting reputation more because I've been really curious about these new mods they've added to the list of rewards. So when you do grind the fuck out of this and you get quite a bit of reputation, there are some other mods that you can get. Things like Looter. This thing is going to be for the carrier, which is kind of odd. I don't know why it's specifically just for the carrier. Either way, it destroys nearby loot crates, so this can be really helpful. It kind of gives Carrier an edge once again, seeing how they take away his vacuum and kind of gave it to everyone. This can also be really helpful for farming Iatan stars. If you guys want to take one of these into the void with you, he'll be able to crack open stars. I'm not sure how efficient this is. I'm going to take a look at these later on when I get enough reputation. But yeah, a pretty cool mod indeed. Energy conversion. So this is going to be a really expensive one. It's going to be 100,000 standing to buy these ones. These are these two right here. Each time you pick up an energy orb in the battlefield, you'll get 50% more power strength on your next ability cast. So let's say you're walking around the battlefield and you have Excalibur and you pick up an energy orb and you get 50% more strength for the next time you use /dash. But yeah, it's not too terrible of a mod. I really am curious to try this out. I kind of want to see how this works, so I'm definitely going to have to buy this and get enough reputation for it. And the last one is health conversion. Health orbs can grant up to 450 armor. So this can be really helpful for tanking missions. Let's say, you know, frames that already have a lot of armor as it is, like Valkyrie and Rhino. And yeah, these things can stack up 3 times. So every time you grab a health orb, it's going to give you 450 more armor. That is actually really damn nice. And I cannot wait to get my hands on this thing. I actually might make a separate video later on here if the Warframe doesn't come out about these 3 mods right here, taking a look at all of them, because damn, these are really nice. Just so you know, though, taking damage will consume a stack after 3 seconds. And yeah, guys, those are the new ones that I actually haven't seen recently, but these look really nice. There are some other things they have on the list for rewards, like the simulation room access key. It's 50 standing and definitely worth your guys' buy. Any enemies that you have fully researched in your codex, basically fully scanned, you can spawn them into the room, simulation room, and kill them and do whatever you want to them. As you guys see, I use that a lot in my videos, so yeah, I would recommend it. It's a great buy. The Helios Simaris skin. Huge fan of this one, by the way. If you guys don't have it, I'd say pick it up. It's 100,000. I know it's quite a bit, but it looks very nice. I would say get these first. These are really nice as well. But eventually you should get this. Definitely a beautiful skin for the Helios. If you want to, he has XLS adapters as well for purchase here as well for 50,000 standing. And the last 2 are going to be Cephalon Simaris' specialized weapons. The Simular and the Heliocore. 2 both very amazing weapons. However, though, if you guys don't, if you don't have access to the Syndicate version of these, then I would say definitely buy these. These are definitely worth your buy. These are 2 beautiful, amazing weapons. They do a lot of damage, and they also look fucking amazing. But yeah, the Syndicate versions of these, the Cyanoid Simular and the Cyanoid Heliocore, are much better. So if you guys have access to those, then I would recommend you get those instead of these 2. As for rewards go, that's about all of them. There are some other things you can do with Cephalon Simaris. So some other things that you can do with Cephalon Simaris. He can give you daily missions. Basically what you do is you go to Cephalon himself and you ask him if they have any targets for him to scan. And I think I told you about this already, guys, that he'll give you certain targets to go after and certain missions. And he'll show you what the target is. In this case, it is the corrupted butcher. And the reward is 10,000 standings. So that's not too bad of a deal. You got to scan 4 of these things. So what you're going to basically want to do is after you see the target, you know obviously it's a Rogan because it's corrupted. So you just go to any void mission you want to. You can be low level and find 4 of these, but you got to find them on separate missions. You got to go on to basically the mission 4 times in a row. And yeah, once you find the target, you just scan it and get the fuck out. And on the 4th scan, you will get the reward, but you have to come back to Simaris in order to get the reward. Make sure you guys remember that. So yeah, you just say, I will perform the synthesis, and there you go. Now, if you really love lore, then you're going to love this part. So, as you guys know, there are main objectives that you can do with Simaris. In this case, what I need to be doing right now is the runner. I need to be scanning the runner. If you guys know what the runners are, they're like infested, and basically, I have 5 out of 10. And when you scan completely all of these targets, these are like the main important targets. When you scan these, as you can see for in this instance, Corrupted Ancient, I scanned all the Corrupted Ancients he wanted me to, and I got all of this lore. So if you guys are into the lore and you like reading all that stuff about Warframe and its lore, which is quite interesting, by the way, I have read this before, it is really nice, then I would definitely recommend you guys, after you've done everything with Cephalon Simaris, go for this and start researching all of these stuff and scanning all of the enemies that he wants you to scan. It is quite a bit of fun, and we'll keep you busy till the War of a Thing comes out. Other than that, that's about it. I mean, he also does let you try out the mastery test as well. The one right before you're about to do it. He can let you test it out before you do it so that you don't fail. And he can also let you test out ones that you've already done as well. So I thought that's pretty handy as well. Thought I'd mention that. And of course, you can go into the simulation room. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you can test out all of the stuff that you want to and spawn in anyone you want to. Anyone at least you have fully scanned. So let's say, for instance, I want to scan in some fucking Gorths. Spawn in 125 Gorths, and keep in mind the master, whatever your master rank is, that will depict on how high the level you can go. So we're gonna spawn those fucking Gorths, and we're gonna take them all out. Watch this shit. You ready for this shit? I am not even gonna fail. They are definitely taking a lot of damage. Oh, what was that, a one shot? So if you ever wanted to know what to get first out of the rewards for Simaris, then I definitely would say the simulation room. The simulation room is definitely worth the buy. It's a lot of fun. You can go over to your arsenal, test out moddings, and try them out instantly without having to go to a mission. So yeah, it can be very helpful. Alright guys, that's gonna about do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching the video. Sorry for my voice, it's a little bit raspy. I'm still getting over being sick and strep throat. Hopefully next video it'll be a little bit better. And yeah, probably not. Thank you for watching the video, guys. This was requested by a Feline. He wanted me to talk about Cephalon Simaris a little bit more because I haven't done a video on him. And you know what? You are 100% right, dude. So thank you very much for requesting the video. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys have an awesome night. Subscribe to Edge on the Feline Pack if you guys haven't already, and I will see you guys for the next video. Have an awesome day or night. And also, don't forget your daily dose of aid.
Drop that shit, it's gone, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Shut that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up.